Okay, all of us here, I know, judge people. We say, look at what that person's doing, why are they doing that? And we always feel like we know the better way to do things or the better way to act. The quote here is, it is human nature to think wisely and act foolishly, by Anton France. I agree with this. When we're always saying that you should do something a specific way, or they're making the wrong decisions, but I know all of us here, we make the same mistakes. We want to be perfect, or we want to make the right decisions, but like somebody said, you need to study, but you go to a party. So I think we all make those mistakes. I'm going to give 3 examples of this. One is the study and partying. This weekend, actually, I went to a few, like a Halloween party and like Universal Studios and stuff. And it was really fun, but I did make a mistake because I have a huge Spanish test later after this class. And I had fun doing all these activities, but I know that I had now messed myself up for this test. And we think, like, we all know, oh, I need to study for this test, but we think that we should do that, but we act differently. We do what we want to do. Another example of this is being hypocritical. Like, for instance, for little kids, we always tell them, make sure you wear your helmet when you riding your bike, or don't climb that tree because you're going to fall and get hurt. We, I know, are all hypocritical in ways like that. Who here still rides a helmet who wears a helmet while you're riding a bike? I don't think many of us do. I know I don't. And by saying you need to do this is the right way to do it, and we don't do it ourselves, it's kind of contradicting what we're thinking and how we're acting. And another example is when we're trying to be, we all want to be someone who's superior to others. Like, it's just natural for humans to be competitive, and we want to be this perfect person who gets A's on everything and win competitions. I know I always want to win competitions, or be this perfect kid that your parent structured, and it's hard to actually do it. I know, like, it's incredibly hard to get all A's. It's hard to get everything perfect and to win everything that you start, and we all make mistakes. So yeah, to think wisely and act foolishly is pretty common in our lives, so I agree with this quote.
So you didn't? But then everybody thinks that?
All right, I like the forceful opening and starting point. I thought you had a good transition to the quote, and your point of view was very clearly stated. It sounds like you're going to set up a structure, but actually what you do is you go right into that first point, and there's no real preview. That's okay. You know, as we follow it, it's pretty easy to keep track of the ideas that you're going through, but you do run through the second and third ones a little bit quicker than you did on that first one. I think the delivery issues are generally solid. solid. Your voice is vibrant and outgoing. There's good variety. The pacing seems solid. You've got some natural indicators while you're speaking, although they do sometimes become a little repetitive. Your face is also quite animated, and I think for the most part you're looking at the audience, but sometimes I got the feeling that you're looking at certain sections of the audience and you want to distribute that attention a little bit more. At the end of the speech, I thought you basically, you rushed the ending a little bit, but you did at least come up with a very clear explanation about what it was you were trying to say and make it clear that that's what the point of the speech was. And I tell you what, if you can do that and people understand what it is you're trying to get across at the end, that'll forgive a lot of the technical kinds of things because at least they've gotten something from what you've talked about. All right, thank you.